Hello and welcome to my channel In Search of Wonder. My name is Anne and today I have the Frances Hodgson Burnett tag. I had to say that very carefully. So as you can see, I am outside. I am hoping that a gust of wind does not carry my phone away because it is fairly windy out here. So I am in my backyard on this beautiful, beautiful sunshiny day. And I have been tagged recently in so many tags, which has been so fun. But I need to make some room for them because I enjoy them. I enjoy tags. I enjoy watching people's tag videos, and I enjoy being tagged in them, and I enjoy making them. And they are nice, quick videos, which is something I struggle with. So I enjoy it very much, but I have quite a few. So I think for the foreseeable future, until I get through my list of tags, I'm going to do a little bit of Tag Tuesday. So it'll be fun. I'm looking forward to it. So the first one is this Frances Hodgson Burnett tag, an original tag by Kelly at Kelly Reads a Lot. I really love this one because as a child, I loved reading French. I told you I have to say it carefully. Frances Hodgson Burnett books. I know I have not read all of them, but I definitely have read these three that she put in her tag. The first one is A Little Princess. So prompt number one is, in A Little Princess, Sarah demonstrates the power of imagination. What book or books awaken your imagination? And Anne of Green Gables was one that I thought of, but Cheryl at Candlewick, can't remember the rest of the name of her channel. Brain is malfunctioning, apologies. But Cheryl, she had said Anne of Green Gables, which I totally agree was a great choice. But just to say something slightly different, I also thought of Mary Poppins, because now Mary Poppins, by the way, is not my favorite children's book or children's stories. I enjoy the movie. I love the movie with Julie Andrews especially. Great movie. And the books were fine, but not my favorite books. However, that is something that Mary Poppins excels at, is using her imagination and sparking the imagination of the people around her. And that's part of her, kind of like Anne of Green Gables, but in a very different way. She sparks the imagination of the people around her, and it changes them for the better. And I think that's really cool. That's a really cool storyline. So, Mary Poppins. And then question number two is, or prompt number two is, Little Lord Fauntleroy is a book that demonstrates the kindness of a child. What book or books show kindness in a character, especially kind children? And I actually thought of the book I'm currently reading, which is giant, so ooh, we heft that up, and that is Les Miserables. And there are actually two characters in this story who demonstrate kindness. And the first is the bishop, who actually is the focus of most of the first volume of this book. There are like 5 volumes, I think. He's the focus of the first volume, and we get a lot of background information on the bishop. And he is basically Victor Hugo's ideal of what a bishop should be. Kind, generous to a fault, not using his salary and his income, which was quite generous, to pad his own pockets or create a palace for himself or fine carriages, etc., but to give to the people around him who were very needy. And this was kind of an indictment of the Catholic Church when Victor Hugo was writing this. So there was definitely some political and religious intention in the way that he was writing the bishop. And the bishop is very idealistic as a character, not realistic. It's not something that any of us would actually be able to accomplish in our lives, being human that we are. And he's almost, in that sense, a bit of a type of Christ, in my opinion. And the other character is Jean Valjean, who has kind of like a conversion experience after the bishop treats him very kindly and with mercy that he doesn't deserve. And he, from that point on, strives to emulate the bishop. Again, why I say he's something of a type of Christ sort of figure. And both of them typify the ideal of kindness in a character. So I've been reading their stories most recently, so that's what I thought of when I saw that prompt. And then we have The Secret Garden. The Secret Garden has a beautiful found family feel. What other reads do you love with a found family theme? And again, Cheryl had said City Spies, which I agree is a great, fun, found family sort of story. And that is a quick and easy read. So I totally agree with her suggestion of that. By the way, she also suggested Pollyanna. I just loved all of her suggestions. So if you haven't seen it yet, go watch her video. She said Pollyanna for the kindness one, which was spot on. Then anyways, back to the Secret Garden and a found family theme. I actually, the one I thought of was a Christian fiction novel, All the Lost Places by Amanda Dykes. And there are two stories happening here. And the historic story, so it's a dual timeline. The historic story is about this young man who has kind of mysterious origins. Part of the story is discovering really who he is, where he's come from, who his parents were. And he is raised by a kind of disparate group of adults who do not all live together at the same time in the same place. He kind of goes from one to the other. And he learns different things from each of them and has different experiences with each of them. And they kind of round out his life in a different way. And it's such a unique story and such a unique family, the things that connect them and bind them together. And this young man being one of the things, but they were already like united before that. But he's one of the things that connects them as a family. And so anyway, I love the found family feel in this story. And if you have never read anything by Amanda Dykes, you should totally read it. She has such beautiful writing, beautiful lyrical writing. Her prose is just lovely to read. I just really enjoy it. It's a book to kind of immerse yourself in, and you really feel yourself in the settings. This one is set at least partially in Venice, which was such a fantastic setting and made me really want to go to Venice one day. So anyway, that is my answer to that prompt. So that was the Frances Hodgson Burnett. Say that 3 times fast. Okay, just try. Anyway, tag by Kelly. Thank you, Kelly, for tagging me. And I am going to tag Morgan from, why can I not remember people's channel names? Morgan's Endless Bookshelf, I think. Y'all, please don't take it personally. When I forget things like that, my brain is a sieve and it doesn't hold stuff like that. It's very bad. And it's not that I don't want to, it's just, it doesn't. My poor students at work, like especially when I have siblings in different grades, I call the siblings by their sibling's name all the time. And they just laugh at me at this point. They just think it's hilarious. And so I have to apologize and I'm sorry. Call them by their real name. Anyways, apologies. But I'm going to tag Morgan, and I don't think that she has done this tag yet, and I don't think she was tagged. Anyways, no pressure. Just if you want to, go ahead and do it. I would love to see your answers to these questions. And I will see you all later this week.